Now dust walk up to the earth where beneath your feet got fire in your cipher. Leaving lights and you will order from the nicest to the typers. When you wake the race and death with 1,000 times, you're in your represent no epics to shatter your mind. And it's still feeling this. No witnesses, niggas vacate the fucking premises. I'm even standing mechanics, I've been in this from the Genesis.
Giant mess, no way, so there's the mark out here. So while they back in other slums with that chocolate shit. The glass of any 4/5, this whole bitch tried to dim me. Best protect my chest, slugs never go up in me. Plus I'm busting plenty at whoever, cause I'm accurate. And niggas on the streets can only talk about half the shit the kid did. 20 years decided to if I had been the guns and money. First day at the first come up north since I was younger. 40 grade, the ghetto players hunger. Run up blast and fuck ass, the niggas make them wonder. I'm on some Sean Proofs, North Kid shit again. You see me be a satellite, stop Libyans. My real team flip bricks, we got the king bitches. Legit business, farm cars, street bitches. We smoke supply spammers that need coke. That's a lie, if I die, I'm leaving my seat broke. You know the situation, all face the place you in. Too late before you recognize the fucking face you in. Step back, cop the Glock, car race again. After this, you looking for the kid, but in the
niggas be stuck, dead in the game, we don't remain an honest citizen. Bitches be fucking minions, scammers be filling up the pen. I pace the Marriott, girls and scotch anticipating. When will I make a yearning for riches? I can't fake it, Bulgari like Paris. Just think you bag, pussy ass, Cartier, my bottles, Cherokees and presidential condoms. On the real, jealous niggas be feeling still. Gotta make a meal, put penthouses on top of the hill. What the fuck, I wonder if rebellion will leave the struggle. Plus the fans be bugging, collar codes before the snow be thugging. Bankroll with measurements approved. We got shit to move to re-up and stashing up a couple bucks. My luck, someday your destiny, and they if you like testing me. 199.
I know y'all know this for a good one today, right?
With Cubby Cully playing Scarface, quality shoes and Cuban links and diamond shoes. Gotta connect us from Peru to pharmacies banging. Don't come from us, don't be no slanging. What the fuck's up? The family strictly from rugged, Philly finest BS. Videos be sporting versatile, mecca hoodies until millennials be stepping stirrings. Infrared beams, desert eagles be filled to see the shampoo on my people. The peons, they say you're not a safety field with the chopper. Bolivia rocking the Scotta. Before the now, ice rocks up on the stocks. Mommy Lucha Grande. Need a Vegas to be the hideaway. Handling shit. In 97, do a die weight, bitch.
By now, you never catch up. The 7th Pike and Alizé got me messed up. And when the time we mess up, cause niggas quick to jam me. That's why I pack the heat for demonstrations in the camp. Your house and shit is canceled, cause the journal wet your section. No victim shells, so the hit was not perfection. I'm married to my drugs, faithful those ain't no divorcing. So when you think extortion, we stopping early like abortion. We on the corner with rocks, but now we motivate the way. Cook it up in the pot, spread it on the plate, 20 SL. Top down with JL, you know the green shit from Grove Street is in the foyer. If not, like it bell. Look at me now, rags and riches. Catch me in the bubble, blowing it up with major bitches. Now they're carrying up and down. They heard about the clown, so they wanna ask questions. Had to talk to Smith and Wesson, cause I'm busy buying gems for feet, rims for jeeps. And when I come through, the Kenwood, the cypher freaks, the millionaire whore. It's kinda different than before, cause I gotta get cream for buddy couches and big screens. Heard it through the vine, somebody wanna know the situation. It's like I said, the scared niggas get you when you wicked. You steady faking while we going for $1 million plus. It's DOD the situation, y'all can't fuck with us.
Professionals, never professionals, shedding the truth for rules. The photographs of those models is locking low, slow cream, niggas can rock the school, niggas can rock control, Lex fan, SC200 gold. They lead scenes to be the plans, and if illegally crammed, you know I had them trees, lazy, tiger burning keys, man. They 50 beam and 7-wing blocks from off the eye, chest burning from vodka, cocaine, shipping from overtime. Fly niggas take pings with diamond cluster rings, living equal to kings, birds and the good things, the kings bring vision to have more. Get this plane, we're matching rap for Gators, Garcia, Vegas, real nigga, fucking your name on. Survivors, 3 wars, it's all about rocks, the size of Rushmore, powder, that's more, pronto, baby, the Lord.
Do or die, bitch. Animals Mickey drop snitch. But shit, I will stand up. Salute the North. Salute the West Philly. Salute the South Philly. Let's go. Hello world, I'm just here to make you think. This CEO Philly Trenches Hockey Raw coming at you live and direct with this exclusive bonus video. And this video is exclusive because it's based on shit that really went down in the trenches of Philadelphia. How 2 individuals, well actually 3 individuals got together and took over the city of Philadelphia when I was in the penitentiary. From I guess the 2000s, from 2000, I got locked in 2000 to 2005. In between that time, these boys is doing their thing. in the trenches of Philadelphia, allegedly. So we're gonna get into this now. On the thumbnail, I'm going to go to a page. Well, I ain't really got to go there. I just go on my phone and show it to y'all. Mikey F, may he rest in peace. Brandon, may he rest in peace. And Tiddy Ray, rest in peace. And may Tyreek rest in peace from North Philly. These individuals was in the federal penitentiary together doing federal time, right? Now Tyreek, as the city of Philadelphia know, he's deceased, may rest in peace, right? Now, when he was in the feds, right, he had a hell of a name, and he represented Philadelphia, like New York Supreme Team, and them represented New York in the feds, like the big muscle rubber, like you was the big shooter, and you was strong in that weight pile. You represented your city as well as your coast, East Coast or West Coast, right? And Tyreek was one of them individuals that didn't back down to nothing. When it was war in them yards in the federal penitentiaries, Tyreek was first on the line. It's whatever. You understand me? If you was from Philly and you was a rat, he made you check in. On the compound, he made you take lockup. You understand me? He lived by it, he died by that code. You know what I mean? And when he came home, he lived by it, he died by that code. You understand me? So when it was locked up, you understand me? And I do have that picture on the thumbnail. But I'm going to show y'all Tyreek. It's actually the last thumbnail that I made on my page. He's on the thumbnail with Brandon, and there's a lot of people in the picture that I noticed in the federal picture. I'm gonna show y'all. On this picture, you're gonna see Tyreek and Brandon standing next to each other, and they are making, we're making plans to put that shit together when they were in the streets. Because Mikey F was in the this picture right here. You see this picture right here? This is Tyreek, and this is Brandon. I don't see if we can see it, but anyway. And my man Joe right here. Used to be with Poo Poo. We had the white McLaren in 91. Well, Tyreek was the muscle. See in the middle, right? Of all these dudes, because he's like King Kong in the feds. You know what I mean? As far as being a top dog. Now, he told Brandon and Mikey F, which is Mikey F is right here. This is Mikey F and this is Brandon. Mikey F and Brandon. They in the feds together. Brandon is from North Philadelphia. May rest in peace, Blumberg Projects, 23rd and Jefferson. Mikey F is from 58th Street, out West Philly, off of Market. And, they both in the feds. They young. Now, before they come home, Mikey F go through something with heads and them young boys in jail over something. But Tyreek still had a lot of power in the trenches. You know what I mean? He met a lot of different motherfuckers coming through the feds, and he gained more power by doing that. So he put Mikey F and Brandon together and realized that they can help take over the city of Philadelphia in the drug underworld, allegedly. And when he put them together, they came home, and Mikey F was supposed to be the one with the ball in his hand. Brandon was supposed to be the muscle. And when you're the muscle, you can also be a drug dealer too, like a big drug dealer. And a lot of that shit was, established through Tyreek being locked up. He still had street ties. He put them on. Gave him some guidance and what direction to who to talk to get XYZ. And that's when people start to see, Mikey F and Brandon together. Now on this other channel, well, this is on Instagram. They show you a lot of pictures of everybody from around the city, even my twin brother. You might see a picture of me there somewhere. But right here on Philly Street Legends, I know they page. They like family to me. Like, really like family. Anybody I know is like family to me. And this is, let me see what this picture is real fast. All right, this is up High Rollers. Kathy, Troy, Danny, and Ray Ray at High Rollers. All right, this is Ray Ray. And this is Kathy. I actually told y'all about the girlfriend Etna. The Kathy is my homie Vinny, baby mom, ex-drug lord. She introduced me to Etna in 91. And Ray Ray, and Etna like Batman and Robin. I used to have him with me. And I hooked Ray Ray up with Joe on this picture right here. Yep, hooked them two up. I mean, so see, they got the pictures, but I don't know everybody in the pictures. That's the thing. So we're gonna go in here and show y'all the pictures of the boys, you know, the Philadelphia. These are all Philadelphia legends right here. But in the picture, these boys, Cooch and West Philly's Aaron Jones' nephew Cooch, my right hand man, right? Phil and all they up doing part, whatever. So all this is jumping off while I'm locked the fuck up though. But I ain't mad though. From 2000 to 2005, they had their little run. Did their little going to parks and all of that, and well, it's 95 though. That's a little after. Yeah, this is Tyreek right here. Tyreek right here. See, when he was home, I mean, before he went to jail, he was a major ball. So he put all them together, and when they got together, the pictures right here, them it's about to come up. I'm about to go right to it. This thumb right here. Just the thumbnail. Brandon, you can see a better picture of him now. This is Brandon. Brandon, Mikey F right there. This is the guy Puff Daddy, old bodyguard, Big Gene. Big Gene told me how the guy from Philly came again, 1500 to jump the line. That's Mikey F right there. And there's a picture I'm going to show you of Brandon in a Jaguar flying down the street. He on one of these thumbnails that they show with him flying down the street in that Jaguar. I might have showed y'all that picture before, though. It's either up or it's down, but he's on this. If y'all ever go on here, y'all see him. He the only one they show in a blue Jaguar coming up Ridge Avenue off of 24th. You know? But he's on here. But anyway, from 2000 to 2005, these boys had a hell of a run, man. And they was doing their thing. Because, you know, the R-Star Weekend came to Philly. R-Star Weekend came to Philly, it's 92. In 2000, I think, or 2001. 2001, Allen Iverson and all of that. Everybody was coming to Philly. Giovanni was hosting the parties with the celebrity and the basketball players and all that. Can't not say mention Giovanni if I mention that, because Giovanni was around doing this thing on his ones and twos with the NBA players, Puff Daddy and all of them. You know what I mean? That's Tooch right here. The one Beanie Siegel always rap about. Tooch was rolling around with him. It's South Philly right here. Tooch and I was rolling around with South Philly, was all in the mix with him. Tooch, Brandon, Mikey F. They all was out here at the same fucking time doing their thing. You know what I mean? Taking on type of trips like that. You know what I mean? That's what we do in Philly. Everybody gonna watch this video. You know why? Because people want to hear about Mikey F. People want to hear more about, like, Philly, like, after the fact. You know what I mean? 31st, Southwest, West Philly, you know, all the pictures, all the folks. This is my crew after the fact. Eighth and Diamond, Toopy in the middle. They was around when he was doing all that. Yeah. SS right here. You know what I mean? Dot. Yeah. If you know, you know. That's Eighth and Diamond. And that's them again. It's Brandon right here. With Cooch, South Philly, Beanie Siegel, North Philly. Mikey F had to be with them. When was this? See, they say rest in peace, Brandon. So this was when they was out in the early 2000s. Partying with everybody's winning throwbacks and all of that. And I was in prison. About to come on. Stevie G right there, one of my right-hand mans. He the one wrote Empire. He stole his idea. He the one brought Hakeem to the table. You know? That's Kabani. Kabani Savage. It's South Philly. Seymour right here. Seymour. Marlon. Seymour and Crump. Mike Crump. Yeah. Philly, where you at? Rest in peace, Dollar, man. Young Guns. 31st and Tasker, the real fucking deal. They was called the Young Guns. You hear me? They're my fucking homies, man. Real homies. Mike, rest in peace, Mike. 17th and Jefferson, 18th of Oxford, the mansion. Salute them. Let me give my salute real fast before I let y'all hear what Gene had to say. I'm about to let Gene hear about Mikey F. Salute to Reds from Richard Island, man. Little Reds. He Reds the one I met the other day of 69th Street. And my other cousin Reds, rest in peace. And this was Gene gonna talk about Mikey F. Listen what he say.
Jump the line, and he had three. I had to jump the line, and he had three.
This Mikey F touched his face.
$1,500, and that was. I had to jump the line, and he had three with it. He gave me $1,500, and that was from out of Philly back in the 90s. His name was Mikey F. I don't know if that.
Now this Mikey F right here, right? You see Mikey F? Mikey F was getting a lot of fucking money, man. And Brandon was getting a lot of money. And so was a lot of other dudes that ain't here no more, man. And I'm going to tell you something. That a lot of people make the mistake. A lot of people make the mistake of not being loyal. A lot of people make the mistake of being on the wrong side of the fence when you're dealing with a woman. Like being on her bad side, scorning somebody. Never have enemies when you're in the game getting that type of money. Because let me tell you something. Somebody's always waiting to take you the fuck out. Especially if you had love for them or you was in a relationship with them. They know all your ins and outs. They know who your enemies are. They know who your worst enemies are. And when you leave them and you go to the top, they'll line you the fuck up and get you out of here fast. And another thing about the loyalty thing. Loyalty is something that you are born with. You can't teach loyalty. This is why the mafia and the cartel take loyalty as the top honor you can ever have with a person. Because let me tell you something. A person is naturally loyal to their mother because the mother nursed you and had you. A person is naturally loyal to somebody they love. Right? But to naturally be loyal is something you got to be born with. You know, and a lot of people don't possess that because you'll be tested. Your loyalty is always tested. And soon you show a sign or you do something that makes you unloyal, after that, your ass might be grass. Yeah, because being disloyal can cost you your life. You know, they was getting money in the trenches. Reek put them boys together from in the feds. He's like, look, y'all about to go home, right? Y'all both thorough. Y'all both got a name in the trenches. They get together. Everything was going swell. They was cutting them checks back up to the prison to Tyreek. He's getting cut off. Yeah, he's getting broke the fuck off, man. Because he put something together from behind the wall. Yeah, that's power. When you in the feds doing 20 years and you putting people together and they getting money and they sending that money back to the jail, yeah. That's exactly what happened. But, you know, Brandon was out here on his ones and twos. You understand me? When last time I seen Brandon? What year was that? Probably, what, 2006 or 2005 at the hair show, at the biggest hair show in the city. If you had boots on, it cost you $500 to get in. If you had Timberlands on, had all black, I had these all dark brown colored Timberlands on. I got them free though, because you know security top. Tang, the same boy that went to the car lot. We took all them cars off the Anderson car lot. Down with my team, he top security. So we get sent. We get Beanie Siegel that gets the dish. Beanie Siegel Desert Eagle. Yeah, but we got the real Desert Eagle. Because, you know, we had to get it in. So Beans brought it in for us on everything. Yeah. You know what I mean? And we got it off of him because, you know, my peoples that I was with was tied to South and he was a North Philly nigga. Yeah. And Tooch was with us. Tooch was in that circle. If you know, you know. I'm going to just give you the one initial. P. For the big homie. He trying to come home now. So we all together. You know what I mean? This one, this one I was a Birdman Jr. getting it from the big homie. And I was True Religion every day where I go. Yeah, that's when it was. So he up, and that's the last time I seen Brandon. And then when I got locked up, he got killed. because he was a promoter. He would start party promoting. You know what I mean? You could be in them trenches, right? And still get money and hustle. But once you turn that motherfucking, you know what I mean, that situation, you being a gangster, because you can't be both. You can't be a 65% gangster and a 45%, a 55, well, you can't be a 55% hustler and a 45% gangster, or 65% gangster and a 35% hustler. The hustler part always going to come up on you, especially when you doing that with a gangster part. I mean, going to come up on you if you doing gangster shit. If you going at drug lords that turn rats and you beating them with belts. It was beating them niggas, finding people that was rats in the club with all the females and all that. And these niggas is rats now here getting a lot of money. Brandon them would get the belt, a regular belt. Take the belt off and be beating these motherfuckers like they kids inside of a club. And you know, that's embarrassing. When people see this, they laugh. That shit hit the streets, hit the jails. Yeah, like 4 motherfuckers, different occasions, got beat with a belt in the club. And they say because of that, somebody paid somebody a lot of money to get him out of here. Right? Now, mind you, it's supposed to be a big thing on rats, right? And people don't pull the fuck with rats. But, you know, rats have money. And when it comes to putting a ticket on nigga head, nigga ain't gonna turn the money out. If he's a shooter, he gonna take that bread. Because a rat to you is a cat to somebody else. Let me say that again. A rat to you is a cat to somebody else, because that same rat is probably feeding a lot of motherfuckers who don't give a fuck about none of that. They just see the money. And they're loyal to whoever helping them. They might not even know he told or whatever. They just what they do. You know what I mean? So they say that's what happened, but I got another story what happened. I'm going to just say this. They say he was partnered with somebody from the projects he was from. And they was getting a lot of money. And Brandon was fucking his money up in crap games, partying, doing a lot of shit. So when his money got fucked up, he knew his man, his partner, was maintaining and was still building. But he knew where his stash house was at. So they say he ran up in there, allegedly ran up in there with some people and had this certain type of gun that was nickel plated. And he said that was used in taking down main man in them situation that he had stashed. So, you know, they tracked it back and said he the only one that had that type of gun. So they said when he was doing a promoting thing that, you know, they hit him up and because he took that stash money. Now, there's 2 different stories, you know. When I got this story, I was in jail hearing it from people that was from the project he was from. They had cell phones in there. Snuck them in. Like, we used to use the phone sometimes. Then when I got locked back up, I had my cell phone. But when they had the cell phone, I'm hearing this from a straight up bona fide killer that's telling me this information. And to me, I think, it could go, you can believe what you want to believe, because I know a lot of people have heard, you know, the first story, but I don't know if they heard the second, but I do know they was getting a lot of money. That Reek put them together. And they said that female was the cause of the situation. They said a female put a check out on him, and had it done because of it and all that. And then he said Mikey F's situation was he was really getting money and everything, and he said the police was trying to pull him over because he had drugs on him, and he got in a high-speed chase and they killed him. No, see, y'all just seen how Mikey F looked, right? Y'all seen Gene talk about him, Mikey F, right? Now, he don't strike me as the type of dude that was just run from the police and lose his life because he like the type of person that he would try to make bail. I don't know if he was still on federal probation. Now, if he was on federal probation, on parole, then you would see him trying to escape and trying to get away so he won't go back to the feds, right? But the true story is, this is what I heard. The police officer that patrolled that area got mad at him because a female that he was dealing with also was dealing with Mikey F. Now, Mikey F driving around in Benzes, getting all his money because Reek put him on from inside the jail. He was all in the feds together. All Philly was together, and all Philly bosses was getting money was together. So when they coming home, it's better to get put on your feet before you come home, right? So Mikey F was throwing the parties, had that threw that shit on, and was doing his thing on some pretty boy shit too. No Diddy. And the police, boy, you know, one thing about some pussy, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Motherfucker kill you fast over some pussy, man. You won't kill with no money, but he kill with some pussy because you can fall in love with the woman. You know, I know a lot of people can blow your head off over a woman. You know, I ain't gonna lie to you. I will probably clear a whole block about a woman if I love her enough. You know what I mean? Because it's my emotions you playing with, motherfucker. And it really had nothing to do with the woman. I mean, I guess it's a man thing, but it's all nigga tender dick. No. A nigga kill you over the right woman. Nigga love a woman enough, he'll kill you over. He lying to you if he don't love her then. A man who love a woman, he'll kill for her. Or unless he don't give a fuck about her. But they said the cop boy knocked him off, man. Killed him over a female. And I'm like, damn. That's the second person that I knew got killed over a female. Hammer. H. My man Hammer. Who, you know, met his demise, right? Allegedly a female lined him up. And told him to go to a certain location because the alarm wouldn't stop going off and they was waiting on him. Whew. I tell you, man. You know what's crazy about that whole situation, man? And I mean honestly. Because I know everybody in the city, I could have stopped a lot of beefs from happening. I could have stopped Richard Allen and Blumberg beef. I could have stopped that from happening. I could have stopped the H and Reek beef from happening. I could have really stopped all of that. Because I knew H. Hammer. I knew him. He was like a brother to me. You know? And even though I just met Tyreek when I was over detention center in 91, me and him got real cool with each other. You know what I'm saying? And I just think about all the legends, all the names of Philadelphia. And I see all thoroughness. I see a city that if it was presented the right way of living, you see all these thorough individuals still alive, doing beautiful things in the city of Philadelphia if we all had the right opportunity. I ain't talking about selling drugs. I'm talking about the right opportunity to live, to survive, to grow. Because look what we do when we get the drug money. We do live good. We do throw parties. We do throw that shit on. We do help our community out. But look what I mean, it's like it's rigged against us, man. Because I look at all the thorough motherfuckers in my city. It is nowhere in the world that why would they be enemies in the streets of their own city, right? Because y'all know that happens in cities when neighborhoods be going to war against each other, right? Philadelphia, same type of way, geographical against each other, but soon they go to the federal penitentiary. It's a different ball game. When you go to the federal penitentiary, this is what Philly look like together. That's Philly. And you know why? Because if Philly don't stick together, the feds will destroy you in there. And that's on a higher level than the state penitentiaries. Greatest Four and all that. Even though Greatest Four get busy, but you're only killing each other though, your own city. For real. When they go and get busy, right? So you think about it. You say, okay, it takes them to go to the feds for the whole Philly to come together. That's just what happens. It takes for us to go to jail to become one unit, one sound, one beat. But in the streets, we all over the place. But as you see, how Tyreek brought Philly together. He had South Philly, North Philly, and West Philly together, right? And I'm quite sure Frankfurt, Erie Avenue, everybody else follow suit because everybody else know them. You feel what I'm saying? So they is going to follow suit. Logan, Nicetown, Huntington Park, Kensington, they all going to come together. Uptown. Yeah. I know because I know all of them, so I ain't get a chance to meet Mike yet. But I'm quite sure he heard a lot about me and my twin brother, obviously. You know what I mean? To the contrary. I like when I say that it's Sherlock Holmes type, you know how they talk. To the elementary, my dear Watson. But I sitting there thinking, like, for real though, think about it, y'all. Philly really fuck with each other. They do. They fucking do, man. Especially in jail. It's just that the youngins out here, the young ninjas, you know what I mean? The little youngins, the YNs, they don't really know each other. They don't give each other, and the thing is, they don't give each other enough chance to, unless they go to jail. In a juvenile placement, the county jail, then they get to know each other from seeing each other on the same pods and shit. But back in the 80s and 90s and 2000s, Philly knew each other. Everybody was fucking with each other, like, even in the 60s. So, you know, even in the jails, like, but it's crazy, man. I was thinking about it, all these, they was out. I got locked up September 2000, man. So 2001, the R-Star, everybody was in Philly because Allen Iverson, the R-Star, they had went. Remember the Sixers had went all the way to the championship and lost to the Lakers, Kobe Bryant and them. So Philly was lit. What? Shit was lit in Philly, man. Ram Squad was like, I mean, like, still they doing their thing a little bit. I think they had just locked Tommy up, I think, though. So the Philly still was lit, though. You know what I mean? Like, I might have missed that little small, that was a era, though. Now, you see the impact, I'm telling you, like, Mikey F. and Brandon and them, when they teamed up and they really was getting money on pounds of weed and coke and all that, and them niggas was moving and shaking with the boy who they locked up from Chester. What's the boy they locked up from Chester? They had the minks on and all that. All them Chester boys was getting that money. This hammer right here. Well, H I was talking about. This H right here. The boy H. A man. They show me?
He hammer, man.
This hammer right here.
Hey, let me tell you about this situation, what this nigga had me do.
You
And I
only
didn't even
five.
know I was doing this shit, right?
You only 5'4". See the watch?
We was tight.
See the ice?
We was
That's
alright
real
back
ice.
in
I
the
think
day
it's
and
real
shit.
deal.
I mean, he bought a couple cars off me, and we used to just, talk about boxing and shit all the time and shit, right?
I ain't show y'all this. The show is, the show is, that was my boy, though. H, man. And Law. That's Tupac from 17th and Jefferson. All these brothers was out at the same time, man. Early 2000s, man. But in that period of time, the whole city came together. There's another picture of Brandon. They took the city, man. These niggas took the city right here. These two niggas took the city by storm. Reek put these niggas together, man. North Philly, West Philly, South Philly, man. The city was on fire, man. I come home in 05. I catch a little of it. You understand me? I catch it, though. I come home and get them 50-something pounds from Arizona, nigga. And get it fucked up, nigga. I had my own lane, man. I ain't, I wasn't hating on nobody. I'm glad they got that paper. But I'm new money. But Frankfurt was with them. Yeah, Sugar Hill niggas up there, little Mick, Vinny. I talked to Vinny the other day. Vinny gonna send that picture to me when he shot all up, and I'm all in the house on the house phone, right name and all that. Yeah, niggas know who Vinny is. Yeah, y'all talk about Alpo and Mick and Alpo and Rich Porter. Nigga, Vinny was like Rich Porter. Yeah, I just was locked the fuck up. So how Alpo was all wild and all that, nigga, I was all wild, and I come home, I get put on. See how that New York shit was? That's how that shit was in Philly. That shit really went down like that, man, from like, what year I could say? From like 95 to 05, that 10-year period was crazy. And when I caught the tail end of that shit in July 31st, 05, shit, I came home with 57.5 pounds when I took that shit from Arizona. Yeah. I gave him the event. He could have his 18 of them for free. Yeah, I blessed niggas when I came home. I blessed drug lords when I came home, when I took the weed. My shit is certified stamp, everything I talk about. You know what I mean? Drug lords is telling their nephews, look, yeah, watch him. That nigga talking that shit, and he ain't lying to y'all. Yeah, and he know all the bosses that was before us. Yeah. Bosses like King Tut and Papers. Niggas like these niggas. With the Gucci's on their feet. With the bad New York chick in the middle, them niggas getting major paper, man. JBM try to take their fucking heads off. Yeah, like for real, that shit was real, man. I was around all that shit around this. This was me. These my big brothers. Moochie, Aaron Jones. You understand me? Black Kevin, JBM. S1. S right there. S home. Fuck you talking about, man? They coming out with that motherfucking JBM situation because of me. I'm the one hyped JBM up for the last 5 fucking years on my Philly Trenches channel, man. I was hyping this whole city to fuck up. Me. I talked about every fucking neighborhood that's in Philadelphia, man. When niggas was scared to get on this motherfucker and talk the same shit they talk in jail. Now everybody want a podcast, everybody want a channel. Okay. Watching this magazine fucking hit. My motherfucking ex-drug lord homie, Vinny, nigga, from fucking Sugar Hill, nigga. Yeah. Matter of fact, you fucking right, we teaming up, brainstorming, putting that magazine together, nigga. All the shit he did, all the shit I did, all the shit we did. Come on, Philly. We ain't gonna be forgotten, nigga. We bricklayers, nigga. We bosses, man. Nothing change. Cause you niggas ain't think y'all once a boss, always a boss, nigga. You go in the penitentiary broke as a boss, you a boss of that motherfucker, man. You gonna meet niggas. Niggas gonna wanna meet you. Niggas gonna put you on. I mean, niggas eat off my fucking name. They locked my cousin Butterfelt up not that long ago. The feds got him for 2 bricks when he was under investigation with the Kenyatta Johnson fucking political shit. Because he had all the properties, all the motherfucking bids on all the properties before anybody had him. These niggas was moving and shaking like a motherfucker, allegedly. So when they grabbed him, you know what the Italian mob said to my brother? You know why we fuck with him? Because your fucking uncle was in Louisburg with us. Yeah, my Uncle Smiley, nigga. My Uncle Smiley is the reason why a lot of niggas eat. Come on, man. Y'all seen Rick on the picture with my motherfucking uncle. Rick the one in the black mafia ball with the long tie, get caught with 10 bricks. Who in the fucking jail when it feds? My Uncle Smiley, nigga. Now just imagine my Uncle Smiley don't never get killed. Me and Mikey grew up, we got all these outlets, man. But we don't use my uncle name, we just use our fucking own fucking name. You understand me? Because my name is powerful like my uncle name is powerful. I just knew more people. I know more gangsters, more hustlers. I'm talking about the ones up here. Because I'm the fuck up here. Since I was 16. Since I was probably 15. Yeah, up there. Never was on a little level. Even though I did hustle for a drug lord before. Yeah, when I played football. Yeah. But the next year, I had my package out there on the same corner. On Tackawana Street up Frankfurt. Yeah. And what did that drug lord do? He tapped into my brothers and go up Lindenfield and take over the whole fucking projects. I could have took over that project. But I was on the run. Now my brother had the whole project to himself up Lindenfield. That's up near Holmesburg Prison, where all white people live at in the projects. I never seen no shit like that in my life. My mom moved from 13th and Fitzwater projects to move to a white projects out Lindenfield. And what do my brother do? He take over. I run back in the Alvin. Then he get killed. Same way they killed Alpo. Staged. Come on, man. These niggas don't be dead, man. Little man ain't dead, man. These niggas is in the protection program they told, man. Niggas be telling their connects and telling on them Colombians and shit. And y'all don't be knowing about it because y'all don't know the Colombians. You know what I mean? Just imagine you meet a Colombian and you hear connect. He ain't gonna know what nobody you fucking know. You know what I mean? A lot of shit go down, man. Y'all don't know about. I know about a lot of shit, man. Cause I know everybody, so I know this shit, man. I tell y'all something, y'all ain't gotta believe it. Y'all wanna wait 4 years later. Like when I told y'all Will Smith was in the JBM. Y'all thought I was losing my fucking mind, huh? A lot of people didn't know it. I know it because the motherfucker who started the JBM told it to me, man. I was his fucking right-hand man out this bitch. Going all out for him. Once I found out who he was, you got what? A real ninja will always go all out for a bigger ninja. No nitty. The same way y'all idolize niggas in jail, y'all idolize niggas. Just imagine I'm around a real nigga that what? And he showed me all the shit he showed me. Threw me the bends and listen, let me tell you something, man. Y'all have no idea how much I'm worth as far as the street goes. far as the information that I have, far as like shit y'all don't know about, like shit that if I told y'all can make money from, and like a lot of shit that y'all know about your own neighborhood, like who's who and what's what, and the history. You know what I mean? Think about the history, man, that you hear about, I know about. Niggas can talk about what they heard about. But just imagine being there, being in that circle, being amongst them. Yeah. Look at Reek. Reek came home. You see on Street Legends, Philly Street Legends, got a lot of shit on him. Came home, got that paper, put niggas together, niggas ate. Niggas ate, man. This is the one that beat Supreme up. And the boy Prince just came home. The one they want to give a party for. That he was a geographical motherfucker, man. You hear me? That nigga, I'm talking about geographical with it, though. He ain't like Philly niggas. And he tried that shit with Tyreek on the compound. He tried to sucker punch Tyreek. Tyreek slammed this nigga on his fucking head and beat him the fuck down. Yeah, Queen's King. Got his ass whipped by a real Philly nigga, man. A real Philly nigga can beat anybody from New York any given time with their hands. The niggas I know like Belengo. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? My brother Beans, my brother Sekou. You know what I mean? Shotgun. Tyreek, niggas that'll really break you to fucking half, man. Like break you in half, right? I mean, we don't need no fucking razors. We will use these. And he knew the other nigga, man. Listen, man. All these dudes that y'all idolize, like Big Meech, his brother. I got two different homies, right? One did 28 years in the feds. One did 22 years in the feds. The one that did 28 years in the feds, he was cellies with Little Skinny, Joey Molino, Black Mafia. Italian Mafia. He was locked up with Tyreek, like Tyreek was his brother, all the whole bit, and he was locked up with Beanie Siegel. You know how much content that is, how much shit I know about what they was doing in the feds, just about having a conversation with him. Every time I talk to him, it's like, it's content to me. I'm like, damn, I'm just how I'm thinking, right? And then when I talked to my other homie that did the 22 years, they both was in a low-life wolf pack with me too. It's crazy, right? This nigga was locked up with Big Meech and Little Meech. You imagine he was cellies with both brothers at two different times? And be talking to Terry on the phone all the time? Yeah, I mean, because he was locked up with him. You be locked up with the same type of niggas, you do all that type of time. But yeah, man. Philly, man. Philly got a hell of a story, man. Look at this. This Reek all over. Let me show you from the beginning, man. They did a whole thing on Tyreek, man. Shopping, going places, over Vegas, at the club, on his ones and twos. Watch, peep game. Baby, you know what I mean? And this before he came home. It's in the 90s. Rolex on and all that, getting major paper, major niggas. You know what I mean? Really taking that motherfucking gangster hustler shit to the, like, motherfuckers really take pride in all that, what they do and all that, man. He was on the team. His team, he was down getting that money. You know what I mean? They had a nice little squad, Squally, Boonchi and all them. They was doing their thing down Jefferson Street. They was doing their ones and twos. Until they got caught all up. Squally buying fucking mink coats for girls. Girl get caught buying a mink coat with $80,000 in $5 bills. Get caught with all this money, all this crazy shit, and jumped on them. But see, they jumped on them because when Squally did some sucker shit, man. Yeah, I mean, this is trenches, man. You know what I mean? Niggas don't give a fuck if you got a team. They catch you slipping, they gonna try to grab you. I know them type of niggas, man. And they grabbed his mom, he grabbed Squally's mom. And Squally went to the feds to get his mom back. And niggas looked at that as telling and fucking with the police. So there was already some bad blood between them when Reek was in jail. Squally came home and got touched, but he didn't get touched because they got touched because he got caught up in some shit over a girl. It's all over female. Going to war against H and them, man, Hammer. You know what I mean? He sent a message out there to talk to Hammer. The message, the next thing you know, the message is dead. Then they try to tag Squally, shooting at him. Next week, get him. Probably had the track on his car. Hit him up and just stood over top of him. And that's like the fourth time he got shot up. Yup. He got shot up down Richard Island back in the day by Rob. When Robbie came down there, I don't know what he did to Robbie. Robbie put him right in some crutches. That's when he had that green Acura. And he's with, you know what I mean, my main man, Elliot, Special Ed, you know, L. Ed, I mean, yeah, Ed. This, man, he's my Special Ed. Elliot, that was my boy, man. Them niggas was really doing their thing. But in the game, it's slimy, man. You know what I mean? Kill Elliot, man. Elliot died. I knew that shit wasn't gonna be lasting that long, because that's how L don't supposed to die, man. Not Elliot, man. They killed him and another boy up South Philly, lined them the fuck up, got them out the way. Then niggas rose up in rank, and they just turned that shit the fuck up. Then they went to jail. Then Boonch get caught all up, you know what I mean? He started fucking with Troy, next thing you know, Troy dead. But I told them niggas that was under Troy, yo, but I watched them niggas. No, they supplying my mans and them. I told that wizard them from 24 Carpenter when I was locked up with them over the house correction, don't trust them niggas, man. They was my enemies at the time, because my twin brother got killed by one of these drug lord homies. They all was in the bed together. I had a whole list of these niggas I was gonna kill, but they all start crumbling on their own. Telling them to connect. Next thing you know, Reek was trying to get all them niggas out the way. You know what I mean? Yeah. Shit wasn't no joke, man. You that code is a motherfucker, man. That loyalty code, and that code did not fuck with the police. That shit real. When you on that level, you plan like that, man. That's why I hate to see real niggas lose their life over certain shit, man. Like, when it's war, you can't stop it. Once the bodies start dropping, you know what I mean? And that shit real. But before we get to that level, man, everybody be on some. Before we get to that level, niggas want to kill each other and the niggas' bodies dropping, everybody thorough. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody thorough. No bullshit in Philly. They all, but then when the goofy shit come up, niggas, you know, they get in the element and they might do sucker shit. They might fuck with somebody's girl. They might cross the line and do all type of shit. Next thing they get killed. Niggas just don't kill to kill you. You gotta do something to be, you know what I mean? For a motherfucker to take your life, you gotta do something wrong. You know, that's why, man, my twin brother, we always stay loyal to anybody we was, like, down with. Like, we down with you, we loyal to you. We ain't gonna try to fuck your girl. We ain't gonna do no fuck your sister, none of that. We gonna be family. Well, Mike occasion, the women that he was dealing with, when we was in JBM, and Sam and Moochie down Richard Island, Sam, you know, Leslie supposed to have been the boss with Moochie, whatever, but his sister was going with Mikey. Yeah, Nene. Mikey, she had Mikey by some years. Mike told you, Mikey, you know, everybody liked me and Mikey. Even his sister Angie, but I ain't want, I was cool. That was Moochie girl. You know what I mean? See, when females liked me, I kept my distance out of respect and loyalty. Plus, I had a lot of females I could choose from. Man, I was beating females every day when I was a young boy. That wasn't nothing to me. I ain't understand it though. When I was, you know, how you young and everybody else around you, they might probably only have one girlfriend or two girlfriends. Man, Mikey had girlfriends in every part of the city, everywhere we went. I'm not making it up. If you know me and my brothers, they'll tell you. Them twins had all the girlfriends. We did, man. Like, we was fortunate, man. You know what I mean? To have that type of companionship from a female, being that we in the rough world of Philadelphia. You know? But yeah, man, Brandon was out here doing this thing. See, Brandon, Fava, and my cousin Daima, Fava and Brandon Fava, they got the same dad. You know what I mean? Yup. But you know what though? On some real shit, I don't know if Mikey F could play basketball. He looked like he could play basketball. You know what I mean? But Brandon could play basketball. And in the parallel universe, he probably was a All-American basketball star. Because a lot of athletes come out of Philadelphia. I was like All-American football star for real. And I could play basketball. I could have got a scholarship for basketball. I could play basketball. But not like football and track. I was fast as a motherfucker. And a star football player. And I used to watch Brandon play football in prison. Him, South Philly Tone, and all of them niggas used to be in Holmesburg prison, jumping up in the air like Superman. Like, they used to jump up in the air like kangaroos. I'm like, damn. Them niggas just had mad hops and could dunk, shoot the three-pointer and all that. and they always like gangsters type drug dealers. Cause you understand something, right? In Philadelphia and New York, probably all of us, we are athletic, born athletic. But, you know, that shit was taken from us, man. As after we was like 14, 15, and then the drugs came along. You imagine being that athletic, and then here come the drug game? Yeah, that's in all parts of America, in the trenches of America. It was all athletes everywhere. The ones you see on TV, they the ones made it out the cracks. You know what I mean? But yeah, better basketball, football players than you see on TV. It's just that they chose the streets, the trenches. Now, I'm not making this up. Y'all already know it. Yeah, man. I just want to share that little segment with y'all, man. I got some more for y'all later on. You know what I mean? I got y'all. This is CEO Philly Trenches Hockey Raw. Peace.